The Eritrean government's response to the students' refusal was to forcibly send 2,000 students, including Yrga, to Wia, just 30 kilometers from this place, Massawa, where we had traveled with Yrga, joking about the unbearable heat. But this time was no tourist trip for Yrga. With lack of water, food, shelter, and a temperature close to 50 degrees Celsius, Yrga died of heat stroke on his second day there, August the 14th. He, who had endured almost everything for his country, wasn't able to survive his own government's punishment. He was 26 years old.
When I remember him, I remember just his lovely kind face. And just sometimes he'd just like hold your hand to cross a road or something. Just, when we met his family, there was the photo of the dead uncle on top of the television. The martyr in the family, like all the Eritrean families. But yeah, mostly just his face.
A few weeks later, with the world's attention distracted by the terrorist attacks in the United States, the Eritrean government suspended all of the independent Eritrean press. 8 newspapers were shut down and at least 22 journalists put in prison. Joshua, co-founder of Set It, the first independent paper and the one with the largest circulation in the country, was incarcerated. No charges were ever laid against the journalist. Months later, in May 2002, Joshua, together with other journalists, went on a hunger strike demanding a trial or to be released. Government officials transferred the journalist to an undisclosed location. No one has heard from them since. But Joshua wasn't a nobody in the Eritrean community. The director of one of the most famous movies in the country, he received in November 2002 the International Press Freedom Award in New York. Obviously, he couldn't be there. He was a well-known ex-fighter. His brother was killed. His first wife was also killed beside him in the trenches.
If I'm going to remember now, no one is alive. That's a continued war. Most of them died.
Not many like him or like this other man survived decades of fighting. However, this other man, the Eritrean president, the one who not only has suppressed free press, but has also cancelled elections, dumped the Eritrean constitution, blocked the creation of political parties. This is what his fellow ex-fighter had to say of him.
Fesshaye Johannes, known as Joshua. Where is he now?
I don't know him.
He was co-founder of the newspaper Set It, which was the biggest newspaper here prior to being shut down.
I don't know him.
You don't know him, or where he might be?
I don't know him. If I don't know him, how can I know where he might be?
Nevertheless, the dictator indulges himself with this sort of performance. Not only has he robbed Joshua of his life and his contribution to the Eritrean community, but he also tries to rob the poet of his art. Joshua's powerful methods of delivery are now used to send the message that the country needs to be protected from these snakes, enemies ready to attack the state. When fear has been inculcated amongst the population, any act can be justified. It's all about protecting ourselves. And we Australians also know about that. But that is a different trip altogether.